Hey everyone, it's Lisa Monoson, National Leader with Avon and Independent Sales Rep. Welcome to my channel. If this is one of your first videos, be sure to check out all the good beauty tips and ideas that I have, not just for Avon representatives, but for all people that love makeup products. So today I am sharing with everybody a little bit more about this crazy gadget that we're seeing pop up on Facebook and we're seeing pop up on Instagram, and it is called the Sili Sponge. This is what it looks like. As you can see, it looks like a chicken cutlet or a breast implant. It's squishy and movable. What it claims is that it works just as great as a beauty blender for your makeup. It doesn't absorb the product, therefore you save money on not having to buy product as often, and that it's supposed to be more sanitary because you can clean it very easily with just soap and water, unlike our beauty blenders. So we have beauty blenders that are like this, and then we have, this one's one of my favorite ones, that's like $20 from Sephora. Of course, this is before I totally destroyed it. As you can see, I need a new one. If I'm gonna continue with these, cutting it off, it fell apart. Once you wash these a little too much, they start to fall apart. But of course, when it's not wet, and I'm wetting it right now just so you can see the difference in size, these are great tools. They really do help your makeup adhere better to the skin and more airbrush. So I just, as you can see now, so here's one that's wet, here's one that's not wet. The difference between this one and this one is that this one is, I feel, softer. This one's a little bit firmer. We do make one from Avon, and I meant to, here it is. Oh, just needs to be clean, don't mind it. It's got more of an angle to it. And this one also is much harder. I'll go ahead and wet that one while we're waiting. But I kept seeing this great thing for this Sili Sponge, and I was like, well, that's interesting. It'll help with bacteria. I won't have trouble having to wash it. I can't wait to try this thing out. So I'm gonna do it with you live. We're gonna see how it all works, but I'm sure you've used, and here's the Avon one that's now got the water in it. So it does soften up some, and then here's the original beauty blender, and then here is the one that costs like $20. One of my favorite methods is my brush. I love using a brush to put my foundation on. But again, my quest for not having to clean it as much, being more sanitary, save my product. When I saw this thing, I jumped like ridiculous. I was like, I have to have it now. I don't even care what it costs. It comes with two. It comes all the way from Hong Kong. So it took forever to get here. It's by Molly Cosmetics, and it's called, again, the Sili Sponge. And we're gonna go ahead and try it out together. You get two of them for $24.95. Now I just wanna point out, I'm not sponsored to sell these or any of the other, I am an Avon representative, so I do sell this one. And then this, of course, is like Sephora. This, I think, is Sephora. And the Avon one is great for you Avon representatives, because it's pointed and you can get into everything. So these are great too. And then this brush is not an Avon brush, it's from Makeup Geek. But again, not sponsored. I just love beauty products, and I love to be able to give you guys real feedback on how they work for me. And that way, maybe if you are trying to, buy something new or try out your makeup looks in different ways, you'll know from my review whether or not it's for you. So we're gonna go ahead and try this together. You ready? All right, let's go. And I am ready to do business here. So we are going to start with the Ideal Flawless from Avon, and I am using it in cream beige today. I do like to mix that with a little bit of a lighter shade because it is winter. I am super pasty and white, and I need to make sure that it matches well. So let me go ahead, and I'm going to squirt a little bit on my Sili Sponge, and we're going to see how well this bad boy blends. So I'm just going to kind of, the nice thing, I guess, is that you're not supposed to, and I got it on my finger anyway, is that you should be able to apply it on there and not get any on your fingers. So, and I did get some on my fingers anyway, so I debunked that already. All right, so let's see. I think it's probably best to tap this on first, because if you're doing this, I feel like, yeah, it's just kind of moving it around and making a mess and not really soaking into the skin. It's just kind of, I don't know about this thing, guys. Maybe it needs to be a little more tacky before, oh, I'm so used, this may be a total fail, guys. it's just, I don't know if you can see, it's not, okay, wait a minute. And I'm gonna have to get a regular mirror because on camera, I'm trying to look through the camera. Look at this. Would you look at this? I don't know, guys. I'm trying with this thing and I really want it to work, but okay, maybe it's working now? What the sponge looks like on Sili Sponge looks like after. It's just all the product is gone, just the residue is there. I don't know as far as coverage whether it does as good as a beauty blender or my brush. Let me look in my little mirror here and we'll see. Oh my god, it's a mess. Okay, so over here it's like this crusty, I don't know if the camera's gonna pick it up, but it's definitely not sinking into the pores. Oh my god. Guys. No. Dang. I'm actually truly disappointed. I know maybe from there it kind of looks like it's done something, but it's kind of just moving it around on the skin. I was hoping maybe once it dried, but I mean, you would really have to be doing a lot of this, slapping it on your face. That's terrible. And look, it took some back off. Okay, so for all the hype, here's my review on this thing. It doesn't work, in my opinion. It doesn't work like I'd hoped. The only benefits to this is that you're saving product, but if it's not blending well in your skin, I don't know. So let me get back to you with my final thoughts. So as you can see, I finished my makeup, and as I said, I feel like this is a fail, guys. I had to go back with my brush and kind of work that product in a little bit better. In the light, when I looked, it was just not soaking into the pores, into the skin the way I did. Although the only great benefit is that these are very washable, and if you could figure them out on how to make it work for you, then maybe it's a product for you. But for me, I think it's a big thumbs down, a big fail. I'm disappointed that it is, because I really wanted something that was, you know, that I didn't have to clean all the time and, you know, would be more sanitary. So not cutting it for me. So $24.95 for two of them. I figured this being 20, I was getting two of them, that maybe they would be the holy grail of applying your foundation, but for me, just didn't cut it. So I'm gonna see about their return policy, whether I can get my money back, because I will not be using the Sili Sponge, unfortunately. It's, you know, gonna sit in my arsenal and not get used after that experience. So at any rate, if you like this video, please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Don't forget, I have new videos popping every Friday. Sometimes I do some surprise ones throughout the week, but I appreciate your support, and please tell your friends if you found this valuable, and I'll see you on the next beauty reviews. Bye, guys.